do you want?
Continue. I'll talk to you afterwards. It's about our divorce case. So.
Oh, okay.
Our divorce case.
At our,
We're getting divorced, Judge.
okay. People of the State of Michigan versus Teresa Standish, 1923152. Ms. Standish is on probation on charge of possession of a controlled substance less than 25 grams, a felony punishable by up to 4 years. In the Department of Corrections, her agent has filed a petition alleging that she violated the terms of her probation. Ms. Jackson has been appointed to represent her today on the arraignment on this petition. And Ms. Jackson, what does Ms. Standish wish to do?
She would like to have an attorney appointed and a hearing on the matter, and if possible, to defer this until the resolution of the criminal case that is pending as a result of this probation violation.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so I will enter not guilty pleas to all 3 counts. We will then, I'll appoint Mr. George to represent her in this case, as he was the original attorney. And we will set this for review after those underlying charges are resolved. Now, in terms of that, then, that's the same thing we did back on April 9th, where she appeared on the other probation violation, alleging a violation of criminal law. She appeared on that date, asked that the matter be held off until the underlying charges are resolved, and we did that there, so we'll do the same thing here. But in terms of that other case, what's going on with that?
Are you asking
That
me?
was an allegation that she, uttering and publishing. Is that still pending? Is that right?
That is
Yes.
still pending, Your Honor. It's scheduled for prelim on 5/4.
And the reason for the delay?
Ms. Standish failed to appear for her original court date on 4/20.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So this is the second. She was placed on probation on March 5th of 2020, and now we've had 2 cases pending, one a felony, one a misdemeanor apparently. That's done. What's your position on bond?
In regards to bond, I'm against bond, Your Honor. The reason for that is that Ms. Standish was originally posted bond under uttering and publishing. She was released from jail. She was to appear for her pre-exam conference on 4/20 of 21, but failed to show. She then was arrested when I went to her home. She also failed to report to me, and I had to go to her residence on 4/20 to make contact with her. I'm sorry, 4/23 to make contact with her after not only did she miss court, she missed her report with me that morning. When I went to her residence on 4/23, she was in the process of leaving her home. She was arrested for the failure to appear warrant at that time. While I was there, I was told by officers on scene that she had a person overdose in her home on 4/19 when she was not at the residence. No criminal charges were sought from that. And she was placed back in custody. In addition to not reporting and failing to show for court, she also is facing eviction, and today is the last day that she has to be in her residence, and I don't know where she's gonna go or where she'll be living.
Okay.
Amanda, excuse me, Amanda, I did tell you that I was going to be going to Joanna Fry's over on Pearl and 7th. The OD I wasn't even home, and that had to do with a girl who had overdosed on her psych meds, which I had no idea. And I thought that our meeting was at 11:30 that day when you had showed up at my house. The time frame, I didn't know it was at 9:30 when you had came to report to my residence for me reporting that morning.
Okay.
The thing I can say to that is when you're given instructions to report, those are the instructions. We give you a time for a reason.
Okay.
All right, well, we have the failure to appear in court, the failure to report to your agent. We have 2 criminal charges now pending against you while on probation, where one after I gave you a bond on the previous one. I'm not inclined to grant another bond. I will deny bond at this point. And again, under the new rules, I've given the reasons for the denial of bond, but I'll review it in 15 days and see where it's at that time. All right, and then when is her pre-exam? May 4th? That's next week?
Her preliminary hearing is May 4th for the uttering and publishing, and then this court date, for the appearance for this court date is 5/13.
Okay, so okay, so quite a few court appearances. Okay, keep me advised, Ms. Coney, of the status of her cases, if you would. And Ms. Jackson, thank you for your help today. I'll appoint Mr. George at this point on all the violations, and we will proceed accordingly. All right, thank you.